Saki was a young boy when his world changed. His father disappeared, he was gone, vanished into thin air. Saki's mother was devastated, she turned to alcohol to numb the pain. Life became difficult. There was never enough money, food was scarce. Saki often went to bed hungry. Saki's mother loved him, she truly did, but the bottle had a powerful hold on her. She couldn't seem to escape its grasp. Saki tried to be brave, he tried to help his mother, but he was just a boy. He didn't know how to fix things. The situation at home worsened. Saki had to drop out of school. He needed to find work, he needed to help his mother, he needed to survive. With a heavy heart, Saki left behind his childhood. He entered the harsh realities of the adult world. He was alone, scared, and uncertain. Finding work was hard for a young boy. Saki took whatever he could find. His first job was as a dishwasher. The work was long and tiring. The pay was meager. But Saki didn't complain. He was grateful for the opportunity to earn. One day disaster struck. Saki accidentally broke a plate. It slipped from his tired hands and crashed to the floor. The owner was furious. He fired Saki on the spot. Saki was devastated. He had lost his job. He had no money. He had no way to help his mother. Desperate, Saki found another job. This time he was a telephone operator. He connected calls and relayed messages. It wasn't much, but it was a paycheck. However, fate had other plans. The company was downsizing. Saki was let go. He was jobless once again. Saki was lost. He wandered the streets. He had no home, he had no family, he had no hope. One cold night, Saki met a boy named Frank. Frank was older and streetwise. He took Saki under his wing. Frank introduced Saki to a group of boys. They were a gang. They stole to survive. At first, Saki was hesitant. He knew stealing was wrong, but hunger gnawed at his stomach. He was desperate. He joined the gang. Saki learned to pickpocket. He learned to hotwire cars. He learned to survive on the streets. He became hardened. He became numb. He had lost his way. He had strayed far from the innocent boy he once was. Life on the streets was dangerous. Saki witnessed violence. He experienced betrayal. He lost friends. He became someone he didn't recognize, but he survived. One night, the gang decided to rob a store. It seemed like an easy target. They were wrong. The police were waiting. Saki and the others were arrested. Saki's heart sank. He knew this was it. This was the end of the line. Saki was tried and convicted. He was sent to prison. He was only a teenager, but he was already lost. Prison was a harsh reality check. It was a dangerous place, but it was also a place of reflection. Prison was a lonely place. Saki was surrounded by hardened criminals. He witnessed violence and despair. He felt hopeless. He felt lost. One day, Saki met a chaplain. The chaplain was a kind man. He listened to Saki's story. He didn't judge him. He offered him hope. The chaplain introduced Saki to Christianity. Saki started attending chapel services. He found solace in prayer. He found comfort in the words of the Bible. Saki began to change. He found a glimmer of hope. He clung to his newfound faith. It was a lifeline in a sea of despair. He started to believe that maybe, just maybe, he could turn his life around. Section 6. A glimmer in the darkness. Christianity became Saki's guiding light. He embraced his faith with all his heart. He found purpose. He found forgiveness. He found redemption. Saki decided to make the most of his time in prison. He enrolled in programs. He learned new skills. He wanted to turn his life around. He wanted to become a better man. Saki discovered a passion for mechanics. He excelled in the prison workshop. He learned to repair cars. He learned to fix engines. He found satisfaction in his work. He found a sense of accomplishment. Section 7. Finding strength within. Years passed. Saki served his sentence. He never forgot the lessons he learned in prison. He never forgot the power of faith. He never forgot the importance of second chances. When Saki was released, he was a changed man. He was no longer the lost and angry boy who had entered prison. He was a man of faith. He was a man of purpose. He was ready to start anew. Saki found a job as a mechanic. He was good at his job. He was reliable. He was honest. He saved his money. He found a small apartment. He was rebuilding his life. He was finally free. Section 8. Rebuilding a life, brick by brick. Saki decided to find his mother. He had not seen her since he was a boy. He had so much he wanted to tell her. He had so much he wanted to apologize for. The reunion was emotional. Saki and his mother cried in each other's arms. They had both been through so much. They had both made mistakes. but they had found their way back to each other. Saki's mother had also changed. She had found sobriety. She had found faith. She was proud of the man Saki had become. They rebuilt their relationship. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Section 9. A beacon of hope. Saki's faith continued to grow. He became a minister. He wanted to share his story. He wanted to help others find redemption. Saki met a woman. She was kind and compassionate. They shared a deep faith. They fell in love. They got married. Saki had found happiness. He had found peace. Saki and his wife built a good life together. They had children. They were blessed. Saki had come full circle, from the depths of despair to the heights of redemption. His was a story of hope. His was a story of faith. His was a story of the transformative power of love.